Hello, Collab Better members. I decided that I was going to answer a couple of questions here today live on the YouTube channel. So going live and answering there, and I will tag you guys in that over in school for you. So let's just jump into it. And if anyone turns up on this live with me, amazing. If not, all good. So I wanted to answer a couple of questions from Tony Ann, who was actually talking about hosting a workshop in October, and she loves the way that I do my workshops and stream them through to YouTube using StreamYard. So that's actually the software I'm using right now if you're unfamiliar with it. And yeah, the main question is, do you run into any issues setting up your workshop this way? And to answer that question, actually, I don't find any issues. So my last workshop that I produced was actually a one that I wanted to try out through Zoom. So I have Zoom as well, and I live streamed to YouTube using Zoom. And that definitely worked and didn't really have too many issues, but there was more things to do. So with StreamYard, it is a very straightforward process. It is like you click a button, you click a couple other buttons, and then you can go live stream, or you can schedule it. And that's the important thing, is to schedule it. When I used the Zoom option, what I actually had to do was schedule the live stream in YouTube and then go and get like the stream key and some other stuff from YouTube or from my Zoom, and then paste it into YouTube, which was a lot of stuffing around and actually meant that I was a little bit late to jump into the live stream, to the workshop itself. So there's a few people waiting for me. It was only like maybe up to 5 minutes, but really, when you do this through StreamYard, it's so much better. The other thing I really loved and love about StreamYard, so I'm actually going to be returning back to that for my future workshops and challenge that's coming up at the end of the month. The other thing that I really love is that when someone is live with you on YouTube or any of the platforms that you're streaming to, because with StreamYard you can stream to multiple locations at once, and you can still stream into Facebook groups, but you need to use like the stream key option, which is a little bit more of a workaround, but it's still possible. You can stream to Instagram as well if you want to do that too, which is also a little bit of a workaround, but it's still possible. And essentially when you comment on a live stream wherever you are, I can actually pin that to the very bottom of the screen. So you might notice that like I don't have anyone with me right now, but this is an example of what it would look like. So the name of the person would be here at the bottom, and then the comment comes up as well. So that's really useful. I think that is super helpful when you're doing a live stream with people live. Instead of having to like read out the comment, you can bring it up on screen and then respond to it. And the other part of this that I really love is that when you're live streaming, especially on YouTube, it's not so much on Facebook, but on YouTube, when you're live streaming, it the comments aren't there under the video once it's posted. So once it's live, so the recording's up, the comments don't come through from the live stream. So by tagging them or like pinning them to the video, there are, you can see that there is people engaging and there's a conversation happening. And even if you only have like one or two people coming to the live stream, it's still like one or two people you can pin a comment about, and it just helps with that validation, that social proof that there are actually other people participating and listening and joining in. So definitely recommend StreamYard. It's also a cheaper solution to Zoom. I have Zoom available through a course platform called New Zenler. So Zoom is available through that for me to use. However, like I said, it's not my preferred option. And as you can see here, I have different ways that I can like change the layout of my video. I've got it as a circle right now, but you can change it to square or rectangular. If I wasn't sharing my screen, I can also like just take my video off completely, and I can just be over the side panel here too. So there's lots of different ways you can like share yourself as well, and change things up too. And so if you've got multiple people on as a conversation, then you would have like their faces here as well. I might actually, I can definitely share this screen. I might, if you would like to see, behind the scenes how I set it all up, Tony, and let me know, and I will record a instruction video for you. But to be honest, it's super straightforward. Like probably the hardest part of it is when you like connect each of the platforms that you're going to stream to. But that in itself isn't that hard either. Okay, so we go back to checking those questions. So that's question number 1. Number 2, I'm answering how many minutes in? 6 minutes 34. 6 minutes. Just going to note this down here. Whoop. Cool, I'll come back to that. So experimenting, being a sponsor so that I can get higher placement in 2 bundles. Awesome, I love that. My question is, do you ever change parts of your landing page during a bundle to increase conversions? If so, what things do you usually change first? So what I tend to do, and this is not necessarily the best solution or best option, so I often kind of like I won't necessarily change anything in my landing page during a bundle, because oftentimes I'm happy with the like volume of leads that I'm getting through, and also my landing page potentially is part of is actually my sales page for something that I otherwise will sell. If it was a standalone page, then I'd be happy to make tweaks and adjust them to suit a bundle. Potentially with a bundle sign up, you want to keep it a little bit more of a short form sales page rather than a longer extended sales page. So that would be like the option. If you're noticing that things aren't converting as much, then perhaps you need to duplicate the sales page or the opt-in page and adjust it just to make it a little bit easier for people that are signing up to a bunch of bundle things to get a really quick snapshot of what's going on, what it is about, and then easily able to convert from there. However, what I do tend to change and adjust is maybe my order bumps or upsells or tripwires after the fact. You don't want to change this too soon. You don't want to do it too early that you don't have enough data to kind of reflect on. So some people say have 100 leads go through, and if you don't get any upsells or order bumps at that point, then you might want to adjust your the offer that you're wanting to sell as an order bump, or maybe it's just a simple change to the copy on it. So main thing for order bumps, especially with a bundle offer, is that it makes logical sense to what they're actually signing up for, and it's connected to that. So oftentimes I'll have an order bump that is a workshop called Upsold, and I can reposition the workshop according to a large portion of my offers. If it's a bundle related offer, then I will say, increase your bundle upsells with this workshop upsold, that sort of thing. If it's a like a sales-based offer, then clearly I'm going to talk to making more sales with order bumps, upsells, etc. So just making sure that you're relating it back to that. And if that still works with a tripwire as well, connecting the dots to what it is that they're there for in the first place. And it might actually be the theme of the bundle that you're connecting the dots to rather than the product that you're wanting them to upsell to. So yeah, hopefully that answers the question. If you ever want me to review your landing page before you go into a bundle, then this is what I'm here for. So make sure you add that into the weekly Q&A, and I can do a review for you. And if there's enough time, we can do one during the bundle as well. But ideally, we want to do it ahead of time so that you've got it all set up, ready to go, and we can make adjustments. Using software or tools like Hotjar on your pages will help you see how people are navigating, where they're getting stuck. If they're only scrolling to a quarter of the page down, then that everything needs to happen at that point. If a few people are scrolling below that, just noticing that and ensuring that copy is super clear at that point. So yeah, hopefully that answers your questions, Tony Ann, and please keep them coming. All right, I think, let me just check. There's no one else hanging around asking any questions. There is not, so that's fine, no dramas. This was very impromptu, and yeah, just wanted to see how it went. Instead of doing some loan videos, just doing it this way, just here and there. I'm going to do this when it strikes me, but yeah, we'll see how we go going forward. All right, thanks, love. See you later.